What do you like about him?
Dorsey obviously is a great shooter, 42% I believe this year from three at Oregon. Can really get going offensively, as you guys probably saw in the NCAA tournament. I believe he was one of the few sophomores to get to 1,000 points at Oregon this year. The other thing we like about him that probably not aware of, he's a very good secondary ball handler. Put the ball on the floor, run the pick and roll, create plays for others.
Is the plan for him to spend some time in the G League during his maturation, or?
That's really up in the air for right now. But yes, I would just say that we think playing's better than sitting on the end of the bench. So any of our young guys that we take moving forward, if they're not getting minutes, I would expect that they will spend some time down there getting game action. We have the Bay Hawks now, soon to be the Hawks here in Atlanta. So we utilize that for our young guys for sure.
Is there anything that Dorsey needs to be specifically working on? Anything that you see that he needs to improve on right away?
We'd like to be a little bit stronger, physically, but we like the player. Defense is going to be an upgrade for him, going against NBA two guards. But, we like the offensive package he brings with the ball handling and the playmaking and the shooting.
So is your inclination that he's got a chance to make the roster, though? I mean, I know he's
on
31.
I think we go through this thinking he's got a chance to make the roster. I know we have a lot of guards on the roster, but, there's some things we like about his game.
Does having the D League and everybody kind of getting their own D League, does that, not to say you didn't take the second round seriously, but I mean, you could find some guys there now and maybe have the time to develop them. Does that add some importance or make you approach it a bit differently, knowing that you could maybe put a guy for a couple of years?
I think it helps us to develop them, get them minutes earlier, as opposed to just sitting on the end of the bench and maybe playing 3-on-3 at the end of practice. I mean, you guys have been around, you see that during the NBA season, practice time, it's not a lot with all the games, but having the D League team sure helps get guys minutes and game experience sooner, for sure.
You obviously done a lot of draft prep when you were still in Golden State. Can you just talk about the process of coming here and sort of trying to blend with the new staff and how your ideas might have meshed with theirs?
Yeah, I think my style is a lot different than what they're used to in the past. I think I'm a lot more laid back. People are getting used to. I'll make jokes, and I don't think they had a lot of that in the past. So I didn't think that was funny, but. Well, no, I think my style's different, but I will compliment the staff here. They're extremely prepared. They're very thorough, and I'm very fortunate to have these guys here.
How about, since you had the rarity of sort of being on the inside with two different staffs leading up to the draft, did you find that you guys were sort of on opposite sides on a lot of players, or?
No, not really. I mean, when you watch the Hawks play and you watch the Warriors play, there's a lot of similarities, with the spacing, the ball movement, the unselfishness. So I think there's a lot of similarities in what they're looking for and what Golden State was looking for. I guess I should turn that off.
Is the plan to have all three of these guys in the summer league?
Certainly the first two guys. Alpha, haven't talked to his agent yet. I texted with him, told him we were going to take him, but I haven't had an opportunity to talk with him, so I'm not sure where that stands. Obviously, if he's available, we'd love to have him in Summer League just to get a look at him, get to know him a little bit more, but don't have that answer yet.
But that's a stash, you think, long-term or short-term?
Yeah, I think next year he's going to continue to play for Mega Leagues.
Okay.
How active do you think, how busy do you think you're going to be here these next couple of weeks?
Well, now we get into free agency, so I told the guys just a little bit ago that they can have the weekend off. We've been working hard for that, but we'll get in there Monday and we'll start planning out for July.
Expect it to be quite a grind here, or is the pace a little bit different than it would be for a draft?
It's similar for certain, but it's obviously going to be a busy time for us this week trying to figure out all the stuff we have to figure out.
You had said the other day that you weren't really sure what it was going to be like when it was actually you who was going to be pulling the name or giving the name to the league for the first time, even though you had input before. What was it like in there, kind of being in charge of?
It really wasn't. I mean, I hate to say this, it was kind of boring. We had a lot more phone calls between 5 and 7 than we did from 7 to 9, our first pick. So there wasn't a lot of movement, but it was fine. we were well prepared, pardon me, and ready to go.
You want it to be calm, right?
I like a little more chaos. I function better that way.
Draft is over, but still a lot of names out there, undrafted free agents you guys are looking at.
Yeah, the guys are making all those phone calls right now, trying to get the summer league team together, for sure. And now with the two-way contracts we have in the NBA, trying to get those guys nailed in as well.
Well, do you think Isaiah will come for summer league? Has that been working?
Yes, he is actually going to be here. I actually think he landed this evening, so he's going to be here for the next few days here in Atlanta working out, and then he'll play summer league with us. You're impressed I even know who that is, aren't you?
You should be impressed I know who that is.
Anything else?
I can't pronounce his name.